Rating. Teen and up audiences. Archive warning. Creator chose not to use archive warnings. Category. Gen. Fandom. Miraculous Ladybug. Characters. Marinette Dupang-Cheng / Ladybug. Lila Rossi. Adriana Gress / Chuck Noir. Master Fu (Miraculous Ladybug). Maron Chamak. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Additional tags: alternate universe, canon divergence, disclaimer, no smut, tag as I go, language, English. Neon Bloodstains by Blue Knight DG. Summary: Lady Venus, a world-renowned hero and celebrity, had only one secret. She faked all of her heroic acts, and it's up to one anti-hero to stop her. Chapter 1, Part 1. The night was clear, and yet the bright lights of the city muted the stars that normally glittered in the sky. The city itself was muddled by the waste from stray t-shirts and other plastic merchandise, with one face on them and one name littering posters and TVs: Lady Venus, an Italian girl covered in sparkling jewels and pristine clothing, her face hidden behind a red and green mask. The world knew her as a hero, and Paris, where she resides, knew her as a celebrity with a sweet smile. She knew her as the world's biggest liar. It was an accident. She hadn't meant to overhear or see, but she couldn't help but to hide under the table and cover her gasp, watching Lady Venus create an amok and ordering it to cause destruction. It all started one day when she was helping her parents cater at a hotel. It was often busy and demanded the service of their bakery frequently. They were on a first-name basis with the kitchen staff. They even knew some of the guests that would come to the parties held at the hotel. Her parents would be particularly close to people with children, as they could relate, which ended up with her being on babysitting duty. "Manon, come back here," she called out. The little girl she was watching ran off a moment ago, and she has been chasing her ever since. She wasn't supposed to be far from the ballroom. Glancing out the window, she saw a large billboard, and she paused to take it in. A boy in white clothing, standing in an empty background, smiling while holding up a cologne with a plain logo on it. Eventually, she spotted her, and before she could do anything, Manon bumped into someone. "Manon!" She rushed over to check on the girl and looked up to apologize. She froze mid-sentence at the sight of Paris's #1 hero standing in front of them. She was smiling kindly at them and told them it was fine. Regardless, she insisted Manon apologize, and she did shyly. Lady Venus waved them off and gave Manon a t-shirt. The little girl cheered. "What do we say, Manon?" she reminded her. Manon thanked Lady Venus, and they got out of the way, watching her walk off. Manon turned to her and cheered. She helped her put the shirt on. It was later in the evening when she dropped Manon off with her mother, and she had free time. Her parents said she could explore as long as she stayed on the same floor and came back before it got any later. It wasn't long before she started conversing with a few clients that really enjoyed the raspberry macarons she personally baked. During the conversation, one pointed out a few accessories she's made and proudly showed them off. They asked if she does commissions, and she bashfully said yes. Moments later, a familiar and grating voice called out, "Marinette Dupang-Cheng, I knew I'd find you here." Turning to find a blonde in a horse-themed costume. It wasn't a secret who it was. Chloe Bourgeois. After the grand debut of Lady Venus, Chloe got jealous and wanted a miraculous too. She had her father, Maître André, scour all over for one. Eventually her best friend / lackey came across one in the form of sunglasses. Sprinna excitedly handed them over. Chloe wasn't happy with the color of the costume, preferring bright yellow over the softer tones the Miraculous granted. Her outfit was a short dress that puffed out and dotted with extravagant patterns, furs, and layers. It was a shoulderless dress. She used furred arm warmers and leg warmers atop heeled boots. Hair flared out neatly and curls at the ends. "Be a good errand girl and fetch me a sparkling water," she ordered. Marinette attempted to stop her, but Chloe held her hand up. "Just do it! You should listen to me. I'm the heroine, Miss Main," she glared. Unable to say any more, she left to find the specific brand Miss Main liked. She could hear Miss Main brag about her recent photo shoot and that she has a commercial gig soon. Marinette sighed. If only she could stand up for herself. She makes her way to where the bottled drinks are and is about to grab the brand of sparkling water Miss Main likes when a gloved hand takes it. Startled, she turns to see Lady Venus as she smiles apologetically and shakes the sparkling water. "Sorry, is it all right if I take this? I'm absolutely parched." She bats her eyelashes and flashes a toothy smile. Not understanding this odd feeling she got from the look, Marinette reluctantly nodded and stuttered. Lady Venus let out a laugh that seemed harsher than she meant to, covering with another smile. She turned and made her way to a producer for an up-and-coming movie. Marinette drooped with a worry when a waiter that knew her tapped her on the shoulder and told her there might be more in the fridge. Making her way to the back, she looks one last time at Lady Venus before looking away. "Goodbye for now."